time is it? It's time for War! Here's your host, 100% raw truth, 100% American made, the warrior, Wayne Allen Root.
Wayne Allen Root, the Root's on fire. I do the whole 2 hours on Fridays now. I don't know if you've noticed that. It used to be Lee Elsie for hour number one, and then I would come in for hour number two. But we decided from now on that we'd maintain consistency. So I do my 2 hour simulcast, TV and radio, every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You know, absent like last week when I was off to Palm Beach and Mar-a-Lago to host and master of ceremonies for a big event down there, the GOP Lincoln Gala. But other than something like that or a quick vacation, I'm going on vacation in July, around July 4th, and then again Labor Day. So I try to take my holidays now only on holidays, right? I take my vacations on holidays because people are not focused on politics during holidays. They're not focused on TV or radio during holidays. So, and then, of course, you have like a 3 or 4 day weekend off. So if you take 7 days and you have a 4 day weekend off, you actually only miss 3 days. So I'm doing it around July 4th and Labor Day. But other than that, oh, and I'm going away on Thanksgiving, too. Headed to Dallas for Thanksgiving to see family. So I'm doing 3 vacations all tied to holidays, major national holidays. So other than that, I'm always here. So, you know, talk about consistency. On Monday, Wayne's here. On Tuesday, Wayne's here. On Wednesday, Wayne's here. On Thursday, Wayne's here. On Friday, Wayne's here. And then on Saturday, Wayne is always there for America's Top 10 Countdown. So even when I left last week for Palm Beach, I did the show on Wednesday. I shot the show on Wednesday so that it would air on Saturday. I did a generic show, the top 10 amazing achievements of President Trump in his first 2.5 months in office, which are more achievements than my hero Ronald Reagan in 8 years. How about that? 2.5 months, he's done more than Reagan in 8 years. So what's the big news story today to focus on? It's very clear that story is this lowlife, scumbag, terrorist piece of garbage, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, illegal alien from El Salvador, has been shipped off to the Supermax prison in El Salvador, who, by the way, isn't in the Supermax prison anymore in El Salvador. I don't know why, but he's not in it. He was out having like a snack with a U.S. Senator from Michigan, Van Hollen. Really an embarrassment for the United States of America that Democrats only care about scumbags. You know, that should be a headline for next week on one of my commentaries. Democrats only care about scumbags. I mean, if you're the biggest dirtbag in the world, if you are the definition of the word scum, if you're an illegal alien criminal, if you're a Tren de Aragua gangbanger, if you're an MS-13 murderer, if you're a knifer, if you're a Muslim who knifes people who don't believe in Islam, if you are a felon of any kind, the Democrat Party loves you. If you're a transgender weirdo who's replaced his penis with a vagina or replaced her vagina with a penis, they love you. But if you're a normal American, I mean, take Wayne Root, take me. I don't smoke, never smoked in my life. Don't drink, never drank in my life. I've never done a drug in my life, an illegal drug in my entire life, including pot. I've never even put a marijuana cigarettes in my mouth. I'm a good guy. I'm married, love my wife, love my kids, love my dogs. All 4 of my kids have great relationships with me. I've made money my whole life and paid taxes my whole life and created jobs my whole life. That's a good that's what you want America to be. A whole nation of Wayne Roots. I went to Columbia University, Ivy League school. What more could a person do? I loved my mom and dad till the day they died. How much more all-American can you be? What more could I do? Well, Democrats hate me for all that. If I smoked, drank, and did drugs, they'd love me. If I went to rehab, they'd love me. If I was an illegal alien, they'd love me. If I had a vagina instead of a penis, they'd love me. They make love to me. They're nuts. There's something wrong with them. If I was a criminal, a felon, they'd love me. They tried to make me a criminal. The IRS came after me, and 2 other government agencies came after me a few years ago under Barack Obama, that scumbag, that traitorous communist scumbag Manchurian candidate, sent several government agencies after me, and no one could get anything on me because I've never done anything wrong. Oh, I forgot to add that. Never committed a crime in my life. But I'm hated by them because I'm white, and I'm straight, and I'm male, and I'm Republican, and I make money, and I own a business. So they hate me. But, you know, if you're a transgender illegal alien on welfare and food stamps who hates America, they love you. They love you. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. So here's this Democrat senator, and he's going to visit Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Because God forbid a Democrat would ever care about a guy with a normal name like Wayne Alaroot. Kilmar Abrego Garcia. I'm looking at his mugshot. He's a low-life scumbag. But you know what? We'll be careful, because I know Democrats love to sue because they've got the ambulance-chasing lawyers on their team. So I'll say an alleged scumbag. He's an alleged piece of garbage scumbag, and it's just my opinion on an opinion show. And he's a public figure now, so I can say whatever I want. And he's an El Salvador illegal alien in America. And he's in El Salvador now. He's been deported. And there are all these Democrat judges. They're just, you got to get him back. You got to get him back. He beat his wife, allegedly. He trafficked in either human or drug trafficking. I don't even know which one it is. I think human trafficking, allegedly. He's a gangbanger, allegedly. A sheriff in Maryland says 1,000%, he is MS-13 or Tren de Aragua. He's a scumbag gangbanger. And there's a U.S. senator who traveled all the way to El Salvador just to see him. Has any U.S. senator ever traveled to Wayne Root's house to ask how I'm doing? MSNBC quickly cuts away from President Trump as he begins reading deported MS-13 gangster Kilman Garcia's lengthy rap sheet. Oh, I forgot that word for him. He's not just a scumbag. He's a gangster. He's a gangster scumbag. MSNBC quickly cut away from President Trump's live remarks as he began to read the criminal history of deported MS-13 gang member Kilmar Abrego Garcia. A video of censorship instantly went viral on social media. Fake news MSNBC quickly cuts away from President Trump as he reads the rap sheet. You know, how could judges in America demand he come back? He's an illegal alien from El Salvador who had no right to be in America, and now he's back in his country, El Salvador. He's an El Salvador citizen. He's not an American citizen. You have no right to ask him back. Are you in charge of the El Salvador government? Last I checked, you're not in charge of the El Salvador government. You can't demand he comes back. He's become a darling of the liberal media and politicians. And don't forget the other big news story today, the black kid in Frisco, Texas, who stabbed a white guy in the heart, a white kid in the heart. A 17-year-old black guy, I call him a 17-year-old alleged black thug murderer, alleged, my opinion, stabbed a white kid, 16 years old, in the heart, Austin Metcalf, and killed him. And they're trying to make him into a hero. Do heroes carry knives to a track meet? Just asking a question. Do heroes call murder self-defense? Just asking a question. Do heroes collect $500,000 from their supporters so that they can buy a new car and rent a $900,000 house with the money? Do heroes, all the people behind them are such wonderful people, they swatted the father and the family of Austin Metcalf. So first he stabs Austin, then he badmouths him. Not him, I don't think he is saying anything, but his representative, his lawyers, his ministers, all these people are at press conferences trying to make him a hero, the murderer, the alleged murderer, and badmouthing this poor 16-year-old kid who's dead and will never have children and will never create grandchildren for his mom and dad, and they'll never see him at Christmas again, they'll never see him at his birthday again. They'll never see him at New Year's again. They'll never see him at Thanksgiving again. They'll never see him at Easter again. So he's the bad guy now. He got stabbed to death for asking a kid to get out of a seat he didn't belong in and a tent he didn't belong in. Democrats love this kid. Of course they do. He's black, and he murdered somebody. Hero. Democrat hero. Brought a knife to a track meet. The story hits home for me because I'm a white kid who went to an all-black high school and was on the track team with nothing but black kids, only white kid on the track team, and I was almost killed by a black guy who attacked me with a machete. Not just a knife, but a machete. How do I know it's a machete? Is Wayne Root exaggerating? Well, I had to go to court to prosecute him. I was the witness. I'm the guy he tried to kill. And in court, they produced the knife. And the knife was, I think they said anything longer than 8.5 inches is a machete. And the knife was like 9.5 inches. It was longer than a knife that would be called a knife. It's called a machete. Tried to cut my head off with a machete when I was 16 years old. So I do identify with Austin Metcalf because that should have been Wayne Root. I should have been dead at the hands of a black thug. Had nothing to do with black. He's just a thug, but he happened to be black. This kid, in my opinion, might be a thug. He's a alleged thug and an alleged murderer, but he happens to be black. He stabbed a white guy, killed a white guy. Democrats love him for that. He's a new national hero. He's the BLM poster child. How about WLM, White Lives Matter? Do White Lives Matter? I think so. I know to Republicans, White Lives Matter. To Democrats, they don't. They couldn't care less. If you're born white, male, and straight, you don't matter anymore. It's unbelievable what's happening in our country. There's lots of racism, lots of hate crimes, all by the other side. They're the domestic terrorists. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
What would you say if we told you you could reverse most any ailment or symptom
without painful exercises in just 88 days? We have created the only patent-pending intercellular hydration protocol.
Don't miss your opportunity to feel better. We know there's a lot of false hope out there, and many people have bought programs that work for a moment, but life's a lot longer than a moment.
We have been helping people gain intercellular hydration for nearly 3 decades.
You will lose fat, not weight, fat. Fast, including that killer visceral fat. Chronic dehydration is one of the root causes of many ailments and symptoms. Ask your doctor about Energized Health. Don't miss your opportunity to transform your health now.
Go to the website below or scan the QR code to learn more.
Possible side effects may include increased joy, energy, potential reduction in prescriptions, more fulfilling relationships, fewer doctor visits, and overall improved quality of health and life.
Hi, I'm Joe, Supreme Leader of DCF Guns. What is DCF Guns, you ask? We're the best damn gun store and range in the universe. Do we have guns? We have all the guns. We got small guns. We got big guns. We even have beastly guns. We offer all types of training, and we have 5 ranges across our 3 locations. I'm a good shot. And of course, we have all types of ammo. We even have flamethrowers. Woo! We offer incredible membership opportunities, and members save even more on guns, ammo, and accessories. Military, both active and retired, and first responders get up to 40% off memberships. Come join the DCF family today, where we keep the range hot and the deals hotter. It's hot.
Hi, this is Wayne Allen Root. If you're sick and tired of supporting woke companies, I have great news for you. You don't have to anymore. You can shop where my family shops at GreatPatriotStore.com. My team researched thousands of companies for my best-selling book, The Great Patriot Boycott Book, and one stood out above all, GreatPatriotStore.com. This is the answer to inflation. Hundreds of household products that you're already buying. Much higher quality, no toxic chemicals, delivered right to your door at incredible prices. 20,000 American families are joining every month, and you should too. And now they've got the beef, pasture raised with no hormones, antibiotics, or mRNA ever, exclusively available only to their members. Like Costco or Sam's Club, you need to become a member. Go to GreatPatriotStore.com. Fill out the form and they'll contact you right away. And boom, you're a member. For a limited time, the annual membership is $1. Go to GreatPatriotStore.com. That's GreatPatriotStore.com.
In every thread, in every stitch, Honor-Bound USA weaves the fabric of the American spirit. It's not just apparel, it's a testament to God, family, and country. At Honor-Bound USA, we're a family of patriots who put our faith, family, and America first. When you visit our website, you'll find a line of products that embody our commitment to pray, stand, speak, and act. As the official site for the Untamed podcast, all of our products proclaim speaking the truth with courage. We also have the powerful documentary from Professor David Clements, Let My People Go. Identify yourself as one of the few who are willing to stand for what they believe in. Join the Honor-Bound USA family today. Wear it as a badge of honor, commitment to the values that shape us, and a pledge to the bright future we will build together. Because when you're honor-bound, you're not just wearing a brand, you're embodying a lifestyle.
Hi, I'm Wayne Alaroot from Vertical Research Advisory, VRA. Kip Herridge's one-of-a-kind global investment and economic newsletter. Listen up! Trump is in charge. The glory days are here.
Growth rates are only going to grow from here.
This is your 4-year window to make a fortune and set up your retirement for the rest of your life. Kip wins whether the markets are up or down, whether the economy is up or down.
We set our folks up for long-term success.
For 21 years, Kip's been a friend, as well as my personal financial advisor. During that time, he's beaten the markets 86% of the time, while the average Wall Street money manager loses to the market 90% of the time. Now Kip is predicting a new golden age for the economy. Let Kip prove it to you for free. Kip's offering his daily VRA investment letter completely free for 2 weeks. Free for 2 weeks. Try it for 2 weeks. I know you'll stay for life. Join now at VRAinsider.com. The root's on fire. So I wanted to give you a little background on this lowlife, Albrego Garcia. Or what's his full name? Let's make sure we get it all in. Albrego, is it Kilmar? It's Kilmar, I guess. Kilmar Abrego Garcia. So he was deported March 15, 2025 from Maryland to his home country's terrorism confinement center, CCOT. Sounds like Disney World, doesn't it? Epcot. CCOT. It's like Disney World for gangster scumbags to rape each other in prison. CCOT. They should put an R in front of it. Rape CCOT. He had illegally been living in Maryland for nearly 15 years. Despite claims that he's simply a harmless family man, his alleged ties to MS-13 are not even up for debate. March 2019, Prince George County's police detained him during a loitering incident at Home Depot, where he was in the company of 2 confirmed MS-13 gang members. During the investigation, Abrego Garcia was found to be a Chequeo, a ranking member at MS-13, operating under the moniker Chele. He was also wearing a Chicago Bulls hat and a hoodie with imagery tied to gang culture. By the way, everyone knows that when you wear a Bulls cap, Bulls basketball cap, that's a sign of MS-13 right there. Now, obviously, not everyone in America who's a Bulls fan is MS-13. There's plenty of people in Chicago who just love the Bulls since the days of Michael Jordan. But the reality is that MS-13 gangbangers like to wear Bulls caps. The Department of Homeland Security labeled him a verified MS-13 member in 2019. In May 2021, his wife, Jennifer Vasquez Sura, was granted a temporary protective order, meaning a restraining order, after she alleged he was subjecting her to domestic violence, including beating, scratching, and punching her. Nice guy. Attorney General Pam Bondi has made it clear he's not coming back to our country. Not coming back to our country. He's an illegal alien who's been living illegally in our country from El Salvador. ICE testified an immigration judge ruled that he was a member of MS-13. An appellate judge ruled he was a member of MS-13. Hard stop. He should not be in our country. He's from El Salvador. He's in El Salvador. That's where the president plans on keeping him. So that's the first article. Second one, Trump blasts Democrats rushing to rescue very violent person, illegal alien Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Very violent person. Third article, just in. New DHS memo reveals details of Abrego Garcia's human trafficking allegations and how he was identified as a member of the MS-13 gang. So let's see what we got here. So according to a memo obtained by Fox News, Abrego Garcia was pulled over by Tennessee Highway Patrol in 2020 for speeding and swerving. Troopers saw 8 people in the vehicle who claimed he was driving to perform construction work, Albrego Garcia claimed. The memo claims the troopers suspected Albrego Garcia of human trafficking because there was no luggage in the car. Additionally, all individuals in the car gave the same address as Albrego Garcia. A report from Prince George County Police Gang Unit identified Albrego Garcia as a member of MS-13. Wow. I mean, it just doesn't... Newly released documents show that he repeatedly beat his wife. So, you're dealing with, like I said, scumbag. But again, my opinion, allegedly, scumbag. Body cam image surfaces from 2022 traffic stop of Kilmar Albrego Garcia allegedly trafficking humans across state lines. Hilarious White House fact check of dishonest New York Times report on Michigan Senator Chris Van Hollen's meeting with wrongly deported Maryland man. I'll get back to that in a second. I want to do my live read and make sure everybody knows who the sponsor of the show is, but we'll get to that when we get back. We also have a great guest. I've also got an article by Scott Jennings at the Daily Mail. He says, Scott Jennings of CNN, he says, horrifying new evidence will make this Democrat senator, actually he's a Maryland senator, I'm sorry, I said Michigan, Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen, horrifying new evidence will make this Democrat senator regret ever cozying up to alleged illegal migrant gangbanger. Wow. Senators fighting for gangbangers. Like I said, there's no Democrat who would ever fight for Wayne Root or any business owner in America. Energized Health is the sponsor of this show, not just this segment, the whole show. They are the main title sponsor. I joined Energized Health program in November of 2020, 4.5 years ago. Changed my life and my career. Lost 25 pounds of fat, no weight, but the fat melted off my body and gained 10 pounds of muscle, so it added up to the same amount of weight, but totally redistributed. And it anti-aged me and it reversed aged me. They are my fountain of youth. I look younger now than I did 14 years ago at age 50. I gained energy, intercellular hydration, got in the best shape of my life, and gained 3 TV shows past the age of 61. Now you can be like Wayne and get 40% off. Go to EnergizedHealth.com, EnergizedHealth.com. Say or type in WAR and get 40% off and go on the same journey as me. EnergizedHealth.com. Hi, this is Wayne Root. If you're sick and tired of supporting woke companies, I have great news for you. You don't have to anymore. You can shop where my family shops at GreatPatriotStore.com. My team researched thousands of companies for my best-selling book, The Great Patriot Boycott Book, and one stood out above all, GreatPatriotStore.com. This is the answer to inflation. Hundreds of household products that you're already buying. Much higher quality, no toxic chemicals, delivered right to your door at incredible prices. 20,000 American families are joining every month, and you should too. And now they've got the beef, pasture raised with no hormones, antibiotics, or mRNA ever, exclusively available only to their members. Like Costco or Sam's Club, you need to become a member. Go to GreatPatriotStore.com. Fill out the form and they'll contact you right away. And boom, you're a member. For a limited time, the annual membership is $1. Go to GreatPatriotStore.com. That's GreatPatriotStore.com.
Hi, I'm Joe, Supreme Leader of DCF Guns. What is DCF Guns, you ask? We're the best damn gun store and range in the universe. Do we have guns? We have all the guns. We got small guns. We got big guns. We even have beastly guns. We offer all types of training, and we have 5 ranges across our 3 locations. I'm a good shot. And of course, we have all types of ammo. We even have flamethrowers. Woo! We offer incredible membership opportunities, and members save even more on guns, ammo, and accessories. Military, both active and retired, and first responders get up to 40% off memberships. Come join the DCF family today, where we keep the range hot and the deals hotter. It's hot.
If someone told you that you could change your life, change your entire life in 88 days, would you do it? Would you believe it?
We are John and Chelsea Jubilee. What would you say if we told you you could reverse most any ailment or symptom
Without painful exercises in just 88 days, we have created the only patent-pending intercellular hydration protocol.
Don't miss your opportunity to feel better. We know there's a lot of false hope out there, and many people have bought programs that work for a moment. but life's a lot longer than a moment. You need something that's sustainable that will take care of you for a lifetime.
We have been helping people gain intercellular hydration for nearly 3 decades.
You will lose fat, not weight, fat, fast, including that killer visceral fat. Chronic dehydration is one of the root causes of many ailments and symptoms. We encourage you, go log on our website and look at these amazing testimonials.
Over and over again, we've heard our clients say it sounded too good to be true, but it worked for me.
I needed to reduce my arthritic pain, and I also had very, very high blood pressure that needed to normalize. And I'm pleased to say that I have absolutely no arthritic pain anymore, and my blood pressure is normal.
It was really cool to be able to get my life back. I didn't even think I'd cry talking about that.
I endorse the program wholeheartedly. It has led to improvements that I can't fully explain based on my medical knowledge as it was taught to me.
Ask your doctor about Energized Health. Don't miss your opportunity to transform your health now.
Go to the website below or scan the QR code to learn more.
Possible side effects may include increased joy, energy, potential reduction in prescriptions, more fulfilling relationships, fewer doctor visits, and overall improved quality of health and life.
In every thread, in every stitch, Honor-Bound USA weaves the fabric of the American spirit. It's not just apparel, it's a testament to God, family, and country. At Honor-Bound USA, we're a family of patriots who put our faith, family, and America first. When you visit our website, you'll find a line of products that embody our commitment to pray, stand, speak, and act.
As the official site for the Untamed podcast, all of our products proclaim speaking the truth with courage.
We also have the powerful documentary from Professor David Clements, Let My People Go. Identify yourself as one of the few who are willing to stand for what they believe in. Join the Honor-Bound USA family today. Wear it as a badge of honor, commitment to the values that shape us, and a pledge to the bright future we will build together. Because when you're honor-bound, you're not just wearing a brand, you're embodying a lifestyle.
Hi, this is Wayne Alaroot for ScoreBlue.com. If you're looking to get the best ED pill of all time, listen to this. It's a new little blue pill from the makers of Viagra, and it's better than the original Viagra. Plus, the cost is insanely low, just $5 per pill, rather than the $80 or $90 they charge for the original Viagra. And it's available exclusively from the #1 rated online ED service in the country, ScoreBlue.com. No one else has permission to sell it, only ScoreBlue.com. It turns out there are 2 kinds of generic Viagra: the cheap, lower-level, weak, and ineffective generic Viagra that you see sold everywhere online, and the authorized generic Viagra made by the same company that makes the real Viagra, made in the same factory with the same formula. It's the exact same everything except the price. So for the best Viagra in the world at the lowest price in history, go to ScoreBlue.com. Enter promo code WAR and get 20% off your first order. ScoreBlue.com. In Las Vegas you're looking at as we come into the show. We have old scenes in Las Vegas here because this show is based in Las Vegas, Nevada, my hometown, for the last 23 years. I got here in 2002. 23 years I've been here. Wow. That's amazing. Time flies, man. It is. Time flies even this week. I was in Palm Beach last week to host and be master of ceremonies for the Palm Beach Lincoln Day Gala, dinner and gala. And I can't believe I've been home a week already. I got back on Sunday. It's already Friday. It's amazing. Time flies, as they say, when you're having fun. Jim's Amazing Bread. I just finished taping my Real America's Voice Saturday show that'll air tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, America's Top 10 Countdown on Real America's Voice TV network, or go to my website, rootforamerica.com, to find out more. At the top, it says Watch Wayne on TV. Click on it. It'll show you all the ways to watch anywhere in the country tomorrow. Roku, Pluto, there's all kinds of ways you can watch online, on an app, you name it, or on Dish TV. But as soon as I was done taping it, I had 45 minutes between shows to get to this podcast. And so I made breakfast because I hadn't eaten all day, right? I work all day scripting the show, then I tape the show. So I made Jim's Amazing Bread was my toast to go with eggs, sunny side up. Man, I love that. It's my favorite meal in the world with raw organic honey and high protein cream cheese. Oh, what a great meal. I love it. It is like my favorite thing in the world. So Jim's Amazing Bread changed my life because I hadn't eaten a piece of bread in 10 years plus, since 2014. And all of a sudden, I look up Jim's Amazing Bread, and for the last 3 months, I eat bread all the time. I eat bread in the morning for breakfast. I make toast in the morning. I make toast with a sandwich for lunch, and sometimes before I go to bed, I make an egg sandwich toast. So I love Jim's Amazing Bread. It is made for people that are gluten sensitive. Anyone can eat it. It's delicious for anyone. But for customers with gluten sensitivity, blood sugar concerns, gut health issues, inflammation issues, autoimmune diseases, those kind of people have all found tremendous relief. I have. Bread makes me sick. Bread makes me gives me asthma, gives me allergy, gives me digestion problems, gives me a rash. This bread, none of that. I can eat it all I want, never a problem. It's high protein. It's 5 grams of fiber. It's so good for you. And I've actually lost weight eating bread, which is like weird. I'm down 10 pounds since I started eating bread again. Weird. Taste the difference yourself. Try Jim's Amazing Bread today. Get a one-time 50% off on your first order. Jim'sAmazingBread.com, promo code WAR. If you type in WAR, you'll automatically get 50% off your first order, and then like me, you'll be hooked and stay for life. Jim'sAmazingBread.com, promo code WAR. Our guest is here, Tony Kinnett, investigative journalist for the Daily Signal. He's a radio host in Indianapolis, and he's been on our show before. We welcome him back. Tony, how are you?
Oh, good to be with you. Doing fantastic this Good Friday.
Yeah, happy Easter to you. Happy Good Friday to you. Great to have you with us. Stock market closed today, big holiday. GOP lawmakers express outrage on social media after Maryland Democrat Senator Chris Van Hollen flies to El Salvador to meet with a deported illegal alien. So far, the entire show, all I've talked about is this topic because it's so stunning to me. I mentioned, Tony, and I'm sure you're the same as me, I'm like Mr. All-America, right? I played sports. I got straight A+. I graduated valedictorian in my school. I got into Columbia University. I've never smoked. I never drank. I never done drugs. I got a wife. I got a family. I got 4 kids. I got dogs. I'm a nice guy. I have no criminal record. No Democrat cares about me. But they love scumbags. They love illegal alien MS-13 scumbags. What is the deal with that?
I think the weird aspect of the Democrat platform is that they assume that anyone who is not an immigrant of the is not a legal citizen of the United States, and then the next tier below, or who is not a legal immigrant of the United States, like the less of a citizen you are, like the more virtuous you are, just like the less money you have, the more virtuous you are in the Democratic Party. So here they have this guy who lived here for 15 years as an illegal immigrant, and who obviously the gang affiliations, and then when Trump removed him too early. That's the big scandal here, just a bit too early. Then all of a sudden, oh man, this is the guy, as Jim Carville started,
all hell broke loose.
Everything on him. Yeah, it was hilarious. And Jim Carville out here saying we have to throw everything behind it, stop the presses. We've got to get on the ground floor. And it was a terrible move. I mean, the guy's got MS-13 tattooed on his knuckles. I mean, what on earth? And down there, chatting it up with Van Hollen. What are you going to do?
Yeah, and don't forget, Tony, you mentioned that they love illegal aliens, Democrats, but they also love transgenders. They also love gender fluid people. They love anyone that is just different or weird or poor or a loser or a welfare addict, a welfare queen, or illegal. Not just illegal aliens, illegal meaning felons. If you're a felon, they want you to vote in prison. Democrats hate you and me, but they love all these weird groups. I just don't get who would fight on behalf of MS-13 and Tren de Aragua and transgenders and felons. Do you understand that? I don't.
I do, actually. And the reason that they support them is because they believed that because of their station in life, whether they are poor or whether they are LGBTQ plus whatever, or because they are a member of a gang, they think that you who are successful, you have oppressed them. And anyone who looks like you and has what you have and acts like you, therefore got that because America is a super bad, terrible, stinky, terrible place. I was a former teacher. I dealt with these goobers on the daily. I used to study critical race theory because it was the most beautiful dumpster fire I'd ever seen. And I got to tell you, it's still the same strategy they're pulling out day after day, and they haven't figured out America's thrown it away. They're done with it.
You know what's crazy is I happen to be Jewish, right? I'm a Jew, took Jesus as my savior, but I'm still Jewish. It's like saying you're not white anymore, right? I'm born with 2 Jewish parents, 4 Jewish grandparents, Jewish blood. So I'm Jewish, whether I believe in Jesus Christ or not. I'm Jewish. It's a race and a culture as much as a religion. And all of a sudden, you mentioned the word oppressor. All these people that are protesting against Jews in Israel, they think that Jews are oppressors. And yet Jews in America all vote Democrat for the people that hate them and are calling them oppressors. Don't you find that amazing too?
Well, that's the interesting part, and you probably know this better than most, that Messianic and Orthodox Jews, both those who believe in Christ and those who are religious observant Jews,
vote Republican.
Yeah, they vote for the right. So again, if those with a strong moral structure who have a strong work ethic usually end up voting more conservatively than those who believe that everyone is out to get them all the time.
Right. And also those who believe in God strongly tend to vote Republican conservative. I mean, I almost don't know anybody who is an atheist who isn't a Democrat. And I almost don't know anybody who goes to church a lot and believes in God, even who goes to any religious institution that believes in God, who is a extreme liberal. It's kind of hard to find someone like that. So one of the great determinants, I guess, is do you believe in God? Not even do you go to church a lot, but do you believe in God? I don't go to church, but I pray at my house a lot. I'm not a person who believes in going to an organized, set place, but I pray every morning outside. I walk around the back of my house and I pray to God and talk to God. And I think if you believe in God, you're most likely conservative. And if you don't believe in God and you're an atheist and you're bitter about people who do believe in God or are religious, you tend to be liberal, right? Those are the two of the big determining factors.
Well, I'm one of those wackos that actually thinks everyone believes in God. Everyone knows there's an existence of the divine creator, Yahweh. But in this particular case, I think that it's about like a relationship with your spouse, right? I mean, I can be married and never pay attention to my wife, but if I have a relationship with her, if I honor her, if I value her, that's going to change how I live my life. And I think that individuals who do apply the principles that God has set forth in their life do tend to represent conservative values, not because it's a political party, but because strong work ethic and responsibility is expected of me as a man, as a husband, as a provider for my family. That's non-negotiable.
And I agree with you, and it's 90% true. I brought it up. Heck, it's 90% true. You know the exception? The enigma? The Jews, my people. Every time I meet a Jew, they're good people, they're nice people, they're intelligent people. They go to synagogue, they believe in God, they have a family, they've got great kids, they make sure the kids are super educated and go to Harvards of the world. They work hard, they're at work all day long, and they've earned their success, and they live in nice houses. They're as all-American as you get. And then I go, how do you vote? Oh, I'm an Obama fan. Oh, I voted for Biden. What? It just makes no sense that my people vote for the wrong person that believes in no responsibility and that rewards people who are on welfare and food stamps and don't want to work. Well, you work your butt off your whole life to get to the best colleges and get the best jobs. I think it's guilt. I think they're just guilty, Tony. I really do. I think the most guilt-ridden people in the world are the Jews. My people.
I mean, I think that there's a good argument to be made for the kind of faux compassion that is foisted upon people, where you're told, well, if you want to be compassionate, you want to be kind, you want to spread what it is that you have with others in a kind and moral way, then you'll vote for the left, who wants to give everything to everyone, again, because they're oppressed. And the problem is that once you actually start to pay a little more attention to the political side of things, once you start to dig into the events that are happening, like we saw with COVID or with the cover-up of Biden's health or the myriad of other stories where we found out that Democrats and the media were lying to the American people, you're witnessing a mass exodus, no pun intended, of Americans who are, in fact, leaving the left because there's no compassion there. I mean, it's the kind of warm-handed friendliness that you see a mall employee standing at the door of a makeup store greeting people who walk in. I mean, they're just paid to do that. There's nothing there that's real.
It's just crazy. It just makes no sense to me why anyone's a Democrat, to be honest with you. I can't figure out why anyone in the whole world's a Democrat. It's crazy. Hey, Tony, we are going to a break. Can you stay with me for another segment? I want to talk a little more with you.
I wish I could. I have to hop on air in Indianapolis.
Oh, all right. Go do your thing. You and I have good conversations. And so next time, let's try and grab 2 segments, and we'll get to the meat of all these issues. Tony Kinnett is a Indianapolis radio host, investigative journalist for the Daily Signal, and a smart guy, sharp guy that I like to talk to. We'll have to have him back more often. Thank you, Tony.
Yes, sir.
All right, good man. We'll be right back. I'm Wayne Allyn Root. This is, we call it now the Root Reaction. It's my podcast, simulcast, both TV and radio, video podcast at rumble.com and at untamednation.com, and live streamed on my X and Getter pages at Real Wayne Root. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
What would you say if we told you you could reverse most any ailment or symptom
without painful exercises in just 88 days? We have created the only patent-pending intercellular hydration protocol.
Don't miss your opportunity to feel better. We know there's a lot of false hope out there, and many people have bought programs that work for a moment, but life's a lot longer than a moment.
We have been helping people gain intercellular hydration for nearly 3 decades.
You will lose fat, not weight, fat. Fast, including that killer visceral fat. Chronic dehydration is one of the root causes of many ailments and symptoms. Ask your doctor about Energized Health. Don't miss your opportunity to transform your health now.
Go to the website below or scan the QR code to learn more.
Possible side effects may include increased joy, energy, potential reduction in prescriptions, more fulfilling relationships, fewer doctor visits, and overall improved quality of health and life.
Hi, I'm Joe, Supreme Leader of DCF Guns. What is DCF Guns, you ask? We're the best damn gun store and range in the universe. Do we have guns? We have all the guns. We got small guns. We got big guns. We even have beastly guns. We offer all types of training, and we have 5 ranges across our 3 locations. I'm a good shot. And of course, we have all types of ammo. We even have flamethrowers. Woo! We offer incredible membership opportunities, and members save even more on guns, ammo, and accessories. Military, both active and retired, and first responders get up to 40% off memberships. Come join the DCF family today, where we keep the range hot and the deals hotter. It's hot.
Hi, this is Wayne Allyn Root. If you're sick and tired of supporting woke companies, I have great news for you. You don't have to anymore. You can shop where my family shops at GreatPatriotStore.com. My team researched thousands of companies for my best-selling book, The Great Patriot Boycott Book, and one stood out above all, GreatPatriotStore.com. This is the answer to inflation. Hundreds of household products that you're already buying. Much higher quality, no toxic chemicals, delivered right to your door at incredible prices. 20,000 American families are joining every month, and you should too. And now they've got the beef, pasture raised with no hormones, antibiotics, or mRNA ever, exclusively available only to their members. Like Costco or Sam's Club, you need to become a member. Go to GreatPatriotStore.com, fill out the form, and they'll contact you right away. And boom, you're a member. For a limited time, the annual membership is $1. Go to GreatPatriotStore.com. That's GreatPatriotStore.com.
In every thread, in every stitch, Honor-Bound USA weaves the fabric of the American spirit. It's not just apparel, it's a testament to God, family, and country. At Honor-Bound USA, we're a family of patriots who put our faith, family, and America first. When you visit our website, you'll find a line of products that embody our commitment to pray, stand, speak, and act.
As the official site for the Untamed podcast, all of our products proclaim speaking the truth with courage.
We also have the powerful documentary from Professor David Clements, Let My People Go. Identify yourself as one of the few who are willing to stand for what they believe in. Join the Honor-Bound USA family today. Wear it as a badge of honor, commitment to the values that shape us, and a pledge to the bright future we will build together. Because when you're honor-bound, you're not just wearing a brand, you're embodying a lifestyle.
I'm Wayne Allen from Vertical Research Advisory, VRA, Kip Herridge's one-of-a-kind global investment and economic newsletter. Listen up. Trump is in charge. The glory days are here.
Growth rates are only going to grow from here.
This is your 4-year window to make a fortune and set up your retirement for the rest of your life. Kip wins whether the markets are up or down, whether the economy is up or down.
We set our folks up for long-term success.
For 21 years, Kip's been a friend, as well as my personal financial advisor. During that time, he's beaten the markets 86% of the time, while the average Wall Street money manager loses to the market 90% of the time. Now Kip is predicting a new golden age for the economy. Let Kip prove it to you for free. Kip's offering his daily VRA investment letter completely free for 2 weeks. Free for 2 weeks. Try it for 2 weeks. I know you'll stay for life. Join now at VRAinsider.com. Spent much of this hour talking about this illegal alien from El Salvador and how Democrats just love scumbags. Gangster scumbags in particular, felon gangster scumbags in particular, illegal alien felon gangster scumbags in particular, minority illegal alien gangster scumbags in particular, felon scumbags in particular. But you know what's left mostly unsaid? I think I mentioned it real quick, real briefly in the first time I kind of attacked this story. But it's not like a big part of the story. Forget that he's an illegal alien. Forget that he's MS-13 tied. Forget that he appears to be, a human trafficker. He beat his wife. If you believe women in the Me Too movement, don't you believe women? His wife got a restraining order against him and said he beat her and he kicked her and he punched her and pulled her shirt off and blah, blah, blah. So he's also, a bad guy when it comes to abusing women. So women don't mind that? And people who have been human trafficked don't mind that he's a human trafficker? I mean, it's so bizarre. And the Democrats describe him as a, hold on, let me see the words Democrats use. Well, I'm calling him a scumbag and a felon and a piece of garbage and a wife abuser. They describe the gangster as a Maryland man and a father of 3 who was wrongfully deported. You could be a father of 3, you just have to have a penis. That's it. It's no big deal to be a father of 3. Are you a good father of 3? If you beat the mother, I don't think you're a very good father of 3, most probably. I just think this is the craziest thing. Democrats are such bad people. They're just evil. They're demented. They're the devil. I think Satan's got their minds. I'm not exactly the most religious guy in the world. This is Satan, man. If you can't see that, you're blind. And yet this Maryland Senator, Chris Van Hollen, wants a photo op with a scumbag who beats his wife and human traffics and has MS-13, as my last guest said, tattooed on his fingers. I didn't know that. So let's say Wayne does not know that for a fact. I'll say my guest said he has MS-13 tattooed on his hands. I don't know. I'm not going to comment on that because I don't know that to be a fact. I never heard that before. But if that's true, that's even more devastating case against him. And by the way, he was characterized as a bad guy by the Biden administration. Even they said that he was some sort of a illegal alien criminal. Several U.S. law enforcement agencies, 2 national governments, believe he's a member of MS-13, an ultra-violent transnational criminal gang known for brutal tactics, including murder, drug trafficking, and extortion. Trump has now designated their organization a foreign terrorist organization. Garcia's wife took out protective orders against him, alleging he violently beat her, scratched her, ripped off her shirt, grabbed and bruised her. Now Garcia's wife, an American citizen, is denying his gang involvement and pleading for his return. Well, that's normal. I can just picture liberals going, "See, Wayne? See? Guys, do you know how normal it is and how common it is that a wonderful police officer pulls up to a scene of domestic violence and the woman has just been beaten by a man or is in the process of being beaten by a man? The man's hitting her right in front of the cop. He's got a gun on her. He's got a knife on her. He just beat her. He kicked her. And when the cop tries to arrest the man, the woman jumps on the cop and bites him. It happens all the time. Happens all the time. I think that's called being a doormat, you know? Somebody beats and kicks you, and then when the police come, you turn on the police, and you're the protector and defender of the guy who beat and kicked you. That's called self-destructive behavior. Unbelievable. I think that's also called, what is that? What's the word I'm looking for? When you actually start to love your abductor, it's Stockholm Syndrome. When you start to love your abductor, the person who kidnapped you, it's the Stockholm Syndrome. So Joe Biden's FBI asked local authorities to let him go. That's no surprise, because he was stopped by Tennessee Highway Patrol and suspected of involvement in human trafficking, but Joe Biden's FBI said to let him go, even though he had no driver's license. It's truly amazing. Amazing. And don't feel bad about Joe Biden's FBI let him go, because there was an article out today that FBI agents all over the United States are saying they will not help ICE arrest and deport illegal aliens. So that gives you some idea of what you're dealing with the FBI. There was a time in my life where I watched Efren Zimbalist Jr. and the FBI, and I really thought that FBI agents were the greatest thing in America. And now, you know, basically what happened, just like I loved military, and what happened is they recruited a bunch of lowlives, a bunch of liberal, low-life losers, and their only goal in life is to arrest Republicans and persecute and prosecute Republicans. That's your FBI today. At least the people at the top, maybe not all the agents, but the people at the top are just sick in the head. Sick in the head. They should change the name, right? It should be, instead, FBI used to be Forever, what was it? Forever something Italians. What was that word? There was a joke. The FBI is forever persecuting Italians, but there was obviously the word B in there. But now it's forever persecuting Republicans. Score Blue is the sponsor of this show, because even conservatives love to score. This is the only authorized generic Viagra in the world. All the other ads are for non-authorized generic Viagra. This is made by the same company that makes the real Viagra, made in the same factory, made with the same formula, exact same everything, but it's only $5 a pill instead of $90. So for the best Viagra in the world at the lowest price in history, go to scoreblue.com. They are the #1 online ED service in the country. Enter promo code WAR at checkout and get 20% off your first order. Scoreblue.com, promo code WAR for yours truly, Wayne Alarudo, helps you score. A special treat for you. I want to introduce you to a real hero of the American energy industry, a legend, Mark Bruner, founder and CEO of Lost Soldier Oil and Gas. In the United States, Lost Soldier is the last major BCGA, basin-centered gas accumulation. This is code for a monster field where gas or oil is in a basin, which makes the drilling and production much easier. Mark, you're a legend in the oil industry, in the gas industry. Tell us about your track record.
Well, I'm a second-generation oil and gas guy. My father, in the early 1950s, started a company called Techstar. It later became Texas Oil and Gas. When it sold out to U.S. Steel, it was the largest independent in the world. Delhi Pipelines was the largest gas distribution system in the United States. And when it sold out to U.S. Steel, I worked with him for 4 years. I've been in the oil and gas business ever since. You would probably know me better as the chairman of Ultra Petroleum, and Ultra had a pretty good track record, which you're very familiar with, I think.
Well, I think a $10,000 investor in Ultra turned it into $13 million. Is that correct, in the 9-year run of your publicly traded company?
Yeah, at the high, that's true.
$10,000 turned into $13 million. That means $100,000 turned into $130 million. That's an incredible track record. Now tell me why this deal, Lost Soldier, this project is so special. I hear about projects and deals all the time. What makes this one special, Mark?
What's special about this is all the other basins in the United States have been drilled. We've known for 50 years what they are. This one could not be drilled because there was a uranium mine out here. Until it was reclamated 3 years ago, no one could drill it. This is surrounded by large oil and gas fields with billions of dollars of infrastructure that at this point is 85% empty. So we made this discovery. We are the only operator in this field. And right now we can see that we've got enough room for 500 horizontal wells out here with what we've drilled so far. Very exciting. It's the new basin in the United States. And as far as I'm concerned, this is an order of magnitude bigger than Ultra Petroleum, the one that I did.
40,000 acres. It took you 40 years to put it together. Amazing. You want to contact Mark Bruner and Lost Soldier to learn more about this tremendous opportunity. Just email me, WayneRoot@gmail.com, and I'll put you in touch with Mark. Thanks, Mark, for being with us today. God
Hey,
bless.
thank you, Wayne. Good to see you again.
Hi, I'm Joe, Supreme Leader of DCF Guns. What is DCF Guns, you ask? We're the best damn gun store and range in the universe. Do we have guns? We have all the guns. We got small guns. We got big guns. We even have beastly guns. We offer all types of training, and we have 5 ranges across our 3 locations. I'm a good shot. And of course, we have all types of ammo. We even have flamethrowers. Woo! We offer incredible membership opportunities, and members save even more on guns, ammo, and accessories. Military, both active and retired, and first responders get up to 40% off memberships. Come join the DCF family today, where we keep the range hot and the deals hotter. It's hot.
$10 billion are stolen every year from Americans by online scammers. Every day, millions of people fall victim to online threats. Over 30 million spam calls are made per day in America, with over 50% of daily emails being considered spam. And that's not all. On average, over 40% of devices are vulnerable to hackers, and each person in America has 10 passwords stolen per year. Can you imagine having unrecoverable credit card debt? Your savings drained to zero, your home foreclosed on, your identity stolen and ruined, your entire life, poof, gone. Introducing Safe and Secure. With the advanced programs, you'll be able to stay in control and keep hackers out. Don't let the cyber criminals win. Safe and Secure. Shield against hackers and embrace peace of mind. Visit PadoxaSNS.com for more information and to learn how to keep yourself protected.
In every thread, in every stitch, Honor-Bound USA weaves the fabric of the American spirit. It's not just apparel, it's a testament to God, family, and country. At Honor-Bound USA, we're a family of patriots who put our faith, family, and America first. When you visit our website, you'll find a line of products that embody our commitment to pray, stand, speak, and act.
As the official site for the Untamed podcast, all of our products proclaim speaking the truth with courage.
We also have the powerful documentary from Professor David Clements, Let My People Go. Identify yourself as one of the few who are willing to stand for what they believe in. Join the Honor-Bound USA family today. Wear it as a badge of honor, commitment to the values that shape us, and a pledge to the bright future we will build together. Because when you're honor-bound, you're not just wearing a brand, you're embodying a lifestyle.
Hi, this is Wayne Root. If you're sick and tired of supporting woke companies, I have great news for you. You don't have to anymore. You can shop where my family shops at GreatPatriotStore.com. My team researched thousands of companies for my best-selling book, The Great Patriot Boycott Book, and one stood out above all, GreatPatriotStore.com. This is the answer to inflation. Hundreds of household products that you're already buying. Much higher quality, no toxic chemicals, delivered right to your door at incredible prices. 20,000 American families are joining every month, and you should too. And now they've got the beef, pasture raised with no hormones, antibiotics, or mRNA ever, exclusively available only to their members. like Costco or Sam's Club, you need to become a member. Go to GreatPatriotStore.com, fill out the form, and they'll contact you right away. And boom, you're a member. For a limited time, the annual membership is $1. Go to GreatPatriotStore.com. That's GreatPatriotStore.com.
What time is it? It's time for War! Here's your host, 100% raw truth, 100% American made, the warrior, Wayne Allen Root.
Wayne Allen Root, the Root's on fire. If you were with me, the whole first hour was dominated. I think 99% of what I talked about was this illegal alien that was deported to El Salvador. Is from El Salvador, and of course, every one of the Democrat party's dying to bring him back. And if you were here, you know I read the litany, the long list, the litany of crimes he's committed and terrible things he's done. And it's not just human trafficking and being an MS-13 scumbag. It's also the fact that he beat his wife. She needed a restraining order and said he beat her. And he's just a lowlife. Democrats describe him as a father of 3 children, a wonderful husband and father. He's a lowlife who beat his wife, who's involved in human trafficking, allegedly, who's MS-13, allegedly. And then my guest said that he had MS-13 on his fingers. And I said, I made a point of saying, I didn't see it, I didn't read that, I don't know. My guest says it, but, you know, might be true. And then in the break, I'm looking at Donald Trump's Truth Social tweets, right? He tweets out or posts out, whatever word you want to use. Here's a picture of the lovely hand of the guy that everybody wants to bring back. Such a nice fellow. And it shows his hand, and it says MS-13. You got to be kidding me. This is just so comical. MS-13 is tattooed on his hand, but he's debating whether he's MS-13 or not. You know, listen, if you make a decision to put MS-13 on your hand, you really can't debate. You're going to lose the argument whether you're MS-13 or not, you scumbag. You low-life scumbag who has no right to breathe the same air as me, in the same country as me, and put his feet on the same soil as me. Low-life loser. So, it's just so crazy. And what right does any judge in America have? First of all, what right do they have to overrule the president? Let's start with that. None. Second of all, what right do they have to order around El Salvador? They don't. There's no judge's ruling in the world that has any standing from America to another country. You can't rule Canada, you can't rule Mexico, you can't rule China, you can't rule Europe, you can't rule El Salvador. No American judge can tell El Salvador what to do. So you can, you know, hypothetically, I don't agree with it. I don't believe Trump should listen. I believe Trump should tell him to pound sand. But you can hypothetically tell America, bring him back. But you can't tell El Salvador to send him back. So El Salvador's saying pound sand. We're never going to bring him back. He's done. He's finished. He's not an American citizen here illegally, but he is a citizen of El Salvador. So you know what that means? He's home. He's home among his people. That's it. He's done. Here's a story from Austria that sums up why illegal immigration is a joke. Foreign nationals, Austria. Foreign nationals make up nearly half of all criminal suspects in 2024 in Austria, new data shows. Nearly half of all crime suspects in Austria last year were foreign nationals, even though they represent just 20% of the population. And by the way, that shows you how far Europe has fallen. That they have 20% of their population as illegal aliens. It's amazing. You know, all these bleeding hearts in Europe, it's amazing. This stark disparity has reignited fierce political debate in Austria over migration and its impact on Austrian society. Out of 335,911 suspects investigated for crimes in Austria. 46.8% were non-Austrian, and the largest contingents hail from Syria. Notably, crimes involving Syrian nationals surged by nearly 30% compared to 2023, with minors accounting for a disproportionate share of that increase. And then they say a lot of the crime is from German suspects. But it's worth noting that crime data on German suspects can be misleading because naturalized immigrants are classified as German in official records. So naturalized foreigners, they call them German, but they're probably from Syria and they're German. It's truly amazing. Interior Minister Gerhard Gardner of the ruling Austrian People's Party presented the data on Monday, noting the broader context. 534,000 criminal cases reported nationwide, a 1.2% rise from the previous year. Police managed a 52.9% clearance rate, third best in a decade. But the growing role of foreign suspects has cast a long shadow on the figures. The data highlight an unsettling trend. Not only are nearly half of all suspects foreign-born, but youth crime is exploding. Offenses committed by children aged 10 to 14 doubled. 48% of suspects in that age bracket being non-Austrian. Syrian minors alone were involved in nearly 1,000 cases, and I'm not talking about Syrians who are, in a coal mine. When I say minors, I mean young Syrian kids, young migrant kids. Teen offenders aged 14 to 18 weren't far behind, contributing a total of 34,806 crimes. You know what I'd like to ask the average liberal? So when you talk about numbers like 34,806 crimes in Austria, and they're committed by teens, and almost all of them are a bunch of Syrian low-life scumbag gangbangers, what if your mother or your daughter or your sister or your wife was number 34,805 out of 34,806? What if your mother was number 1 or number 18,805? What does it matter what the number is if you're among someone you love is among those statistics? It reminds me again, I talk about this all the time. Some of you listen to my show a lot have certainly, I'm guessing, heard this story. I just always marvel at how dumb Michael Dukakis was in the 88 presidential election. He had, what was it, George H.W. Bush beat. It was over. He was up by 17 points in the summer. And then they had their national debate, and the media asked Dukakis, we know you're very anti-death penalty, but what would you say if your wife was raped and murdered? Would it be different in that case? And of course, the obvious answer is yes. I'd like to kill him with my bare hands. I'd want to destroy that guy. But I'm against the death penalty, so you'd have to hold me back, right? That's the obvious answer if you want women to vote for you. But a callous husband answered the way Michael Dukakis did. No, that makes no difference to me. I'm against the death penalty. I would not want the death penalty for the man who raped and murdered my wife. Liberals are effed up people, man. There's something wrong with them. Something is wrong with their brains. Something's wrong with their DNA. Something is really wrong with them. Because if someone raped or murdered my wife, I'd go after his entire family and wipe him off the face of the earth. Who wouldn't? Who would not want to do that? Who would not admit that's what you want to do? Whether you do it or not, two different things. Who would not admit that you want to take on his whole family and wipe him off the face of the earth? The man who raped and murdered your wife. Just say that to show you love your wife and you're passionate that someone raped and murdered your wife and you want to go after them and everybody they love. Just say it. Doesn't mean that you have to do it. But if you don't say it, then you don't love your wife. You're the worst husband in the world. Michael Dukakis, that night became the worst husband in the world. Honey, I just got raped and murdered. What are you going to do about it? Nothing, dear. I'm going to marry the next woman. I mean, there's something wrong with liberals that they don't want to hurt some scumbag that raped and murdered their wife. Or if, let's just say you think that's too much for you. Hey, Wayne, I could never think that or say that. I'm not going to wipe out a whole family because someone in that family wiped out my wife. Okay, then what you say is, I want the death penalty. I want to be there watching when they electrocute this mother effer. I want to be there. I'm going to wave when he's screaming in pain and say, bye-bye, scumbag. Wasn't a good decision to rape, murder my wife, was it? At least say that. At least say I'll be watching when they execute him, and I'll be smiling from ear to ear as he dies. At least say that. Or there's something wrong with you. You're hopeless. Liberals are hopeless. They really are. Do you realize that a man a few days ago took a video on his phone of his little infant son? I think he was riding a little bike with training wheels or riding a scooter down the street in San Francisco. I didn't see the video, by the way. I only heard about it. The kid was riding a scooter down the street in San Francisco. And all around him were homeless people and bums and people shooting needles in their arms. And there were needles all over the ground. And people were pooping and peeing in front of him. He was running a gauntlet of scumbag, lowlife, disgusting human scum. And do you know that people criticize that man for taking the video? They didn't criticize San Francisco. They didn't criticize the scumbags lining the streets. They criticized the man for, like, were you trying to mock those people? Or why did you let your kid even go on that street? Well, I could go along with that because I wouldn't let my kid go on that street. But I don't think you should blame the man. I think you should be blaming the liberals who run San Francisco. And speaking of California, Newsom, and I'm not talking about Ozzy. I'm not talking about Ozzy Newsom. I'm talking about Gavin Newsom, otherwise known as Gavin Newsom. The governor of California signs a $2.8 billion bailout for health care because it's overrun by illegal immigrants, because they made the decision to give free health care to every illegal. I don't get it. Why aren't the people of California, why isn't there an insurrection there like they claim January 6th was? There should be an insurrection. How do you accept the fact that I work all day and no one gives me free health care, but you're giving an illegal alien who broke into the country, doesn't belong here, and has no right to be here, free health care? How do you not have a revolution over that? And it's bankrupting your state. Are you that stupid? Anyone who still lives in California is stupid. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Lots more to come.
What would you say if we told you you could reverse most any ailment or symptom
without painful exercises in just 88 days? We have created the only patent-pending intercellular hydration protocol.
Don't miss your opportunity to feel better. We know there's a lot of false hope out there, and many people have bought programs that work for a moment, but life's a lot longer than a moment.
We have been helping people gain intercellular hydration for nearly 3 decades.
You will lose fat, not weight, fast, including that killer visceral fat. Chronic dehydration is one of the root causes of many ailments and symptoms. Ask your doctor about Energized Health. Don't miss your opportunity to transform your health now.
Go to the website below or scan the QR code to learn more.
Possible side effects may include increased joy, energy, potential reduction in prescriptions, more fulfilling relationships, fewer doctor visits, and overall improved quality of health and life.
Hi, I'm Joe, Supreme Leader of DCF Guns. What is DCF Guns, you ask? We're the best damn gun store and range in the universe. Do we have guns? We have all the guns. We got small guns. We got big guns. We even have beastly guns. We offer all types of training, and we have 5 ranges across our 3 locations. I'm a good shot. And of course, we have all types of ammo. We even have flamethrowers. Woo! We offer incredible membership opportunities, and members save even more on guns, ammo, and accessories. Military, both active and retired, and first responders get up to 40% off memberships. Come join the DCF family today, where we keep the range hot and the deals hotter. It's hot.
Hi, this is Wayne Alaroot. If you're sick and tired of supporting woke companies, I have great news for you. You don't have to anymore. You can shop where my family shops at GreatPatriotStore.com. My team researched thousands of companies for my best-selling book, The Great Patriot Boycott Book, and one stood out above all, GreatPatriotStore.com. This is the answer to inflation. Hundreds of household products that you're already buying. Much higher quality, no toxic chemicals, delivered right to your door at incredible prices. 20,000 American families are joining every month, and you should too. And now they've got the beef, pasture raised with no hormones, antibiotics, or mRNA ever, exclusively available only to their members. Like Costco or Sam's Club, you need to become a member. Go to GreatPatriotStore.com, fill out the form, and they'll contact you right away. And boom, you're a member. For a limited time, the annual membership is $1. Go to GreatPatriotStore.com. That's GreatPatriotStore.com.
In every thread, in every stitch, Honor-Bound USA weaves the fabric of the American spirit. It's not just apparel, it's a testament to God, family, and country. At Honor-Bound USA, we're a family of patriots who put our faith, family, and America first. When you visit our website, you'll find a line of products that embody our commitment to pray, stand, speak, and act.
As the official site for the Untamed podcast, all of our products proclaim speaking the truth with courage.
We also have the powerful documentary from Professor David Clements, Let My People Go. Identify yourself as one of the few who are willing to stand for what they believe in. Join the Honor-Bound USA family today. Wear it as a badge of honor, commitment to the values that shape us, and a pledge to the bright future we will build together. Because when you're honor-bound, you're not just wearing a brand, you're embodying a lifestyle.
Hi, I'm Wayne Alaroot from Vertical Research Advisory, VRA, Kip Herridge's one-of-a-kind global investment and economic newsletter. Listen up! Trump is in charge. The glory days are here.
Growth rates are only going to grow from here.
This is your 4-year window to make a fortune and set up your retirement for the rest of your life. Kip wins whether the markets are up or down, whether the economy is up or down.
We set our folks up for long-term success.
For 21 years, Kip's been a friend, as well as my personal financial advisor. During that time, he's beaten the markets 86% of the time, while the average Wall Street money manager loses to the market 90% of the time. Now Kip is predicting a new golden age for the economy. Let Kip prove it to you for free. Kip's offering his daily VRA investment letter completely free for 2 weeks. Free for 2 weeks. Try it for 2 weeks. I know you'll stay for life. Join now at VRAinsider.com. Wayne Alaroot, by the way, I was just reading this story in the break about how Kamala Harris paid eye-popping total of secret payments to all kinds of celebrities, from Kamala Harris to Oprah to LeBron James to Beyonce. And all the numbers are revealed because the campaign disclosures come out now. And a lot of them got paid. Like, here's what would happen. Somebody comes out and they endorse Kamala Harris. And then the media says, you got paid to endorse her. And they go, no, I didn't. I didn't take one penny. So let me tell you how the scam works. Number one, in many cases, she paid their production company, not them. And number two, she paid them after the election was over. So she may have done the ad in July, but they pay them in, November 5th. The day after, wasn't the election November 4th? I don't know. I think so. So if it was the 5th, it was the 6th. If it was 6th, it was 7th. Whatever day was the election, they pay them the next day. So when they ask them, did you get paid to endorse? Well, at that point, no, I haven't been paid a dime. You could say that honestly. But it's not honest because you know the payment's coming after the election's over. It's a scam. And you know they paid your production company. It's a scam. And so Oprah got $1 million, but they didn't give it to Oprah. They gave it to her production company, and she didn't endorse Kamala. She just interviewed her. But she knew that Oprah has millions and millions and millions of followers. I'm sure like hundreds of millions online on social media. So Oprah did an interview. That's like her stamp of approval. She didn't interview Trump. She interviewed Kamala. And every one of her followers, I'm sure, voted for Kamala. Because it's, Oprah's interviewing her. Oprah likes her. Oprah's on her team. So Oprah got $1 million, and then she'd say, I didn't get the million. No, because your production company got it. And I didn't endorse her. No, but you did endorse her because interviewing her is like an endorsement. We all know that. So that's scam one. And then the campaign paid $165,000, not to Beyonce, but to Beyonce's team for a 4-minute campaign rally speech in Houston, Texas. They paid $58,000 to Cardi B's company, which is called Wash Poppin' Inc., for a campaign event production. No wonder you endorsed her. She's paying you for the endorsement, but you're getting the money in your production company. You're washing the money like a mafia scumbag, right? Other payments revealed, Harris campaign paid $132,000 to Mermaid Touring, the company of Lady Gaga. So you didn't pay Lady Gaga, you paid her company. $132,000 to August 8 Inc., company owned by Gracie Adams. I don't even know who she is. I assume she's some rapper. $98,000 to TJK Touring, the company of R&B singer Khalid. And the most eye-popping payment was a campaign check to Oprah's production company for $1 million. Oh, and $500,000 to Al Sharpton's nonprofit before appearing in an interview with Al Sharpton on MSNBC. $100,000 to an Obama-linked company for campaign appearances. So Obama, his company was paid to endorse Kamala and show up on the stage, but he could, I guess, honestly claim, oh, I wasn't paid. But it's not honest. It's a lie. You were paid. You know, I have several companies. If you pay my company and then I go take the money as a large bonus, you paid me. That's a scam. All right. Here's a story. We just have like a minute left. What do we have here? 2 minutes left? All right. Tulsi Gabbard exposes alarming Biden-era domestic terrorism strategy. So she's declassifying information, as she promised to do on the campaign trail, Tulsi. She's now the director of national intelligence. Tulsi Gabbard is. And this is called the Strategic Implementation Plan. Strategic Implementation Plan from Joe Biden's administration, 15 pages long, and it details his action plan to counter supposed homegrown domestic terrorism. And I'll read you more. We have a guest coming up. Then the next segment, I'll read you more. But the gist is that he calls all conservatives and all patriots domestic terrorists, and he tried to censor us all by saying, we got to stop disinformation, we got to stop domestic terrorism, so let's censor them and don't allow them to say anything. And I'm sure I was one of the people at the very top of his list, because I've been censored on social media for a long, long time. Crazy, man. Advantage Gold, segment of the show sponsored by Advantage Gold. It's really quite amazing. Advantage Gold is a fantastic company, rated number 1 9 years in a row by Trust Lincoln Customer Service. And, wrong one, by the way. Number 1 customer service, Advantage Gold. And look, gold goes up like $100 every other day. All-time records every other day. AdvantageGold.com is the place to go to. They've got a free report. I'm trying to find their phone number for the free report. I don't have it. I don't have it here. I need their latest live read. I don't have it. But Advantage Gold, when I get back, I'll give you the phone number to get the, you just text a phone number to get their free guide to investing in gold. And I don't have it in front of me, but I'll have it when we get back. Live radio, what can you do? Live TV, what can you do? I'll be right back. Wayne on the Root. Hi, this is Wayne on the Root. If you're sick and tired of supporting woke companies, I have great news for you. You don't have to anymore. You can shop where my family shops at GreatPatriotStore.com. My team researched thousands of companies for my best-selling book, The Great Patriot Boycott Book, and one stood out above all, GreatPatriotStore.com. This is the answer to inflation. Hundreds of household products that you're already buying. Much higher quality, no toxic chemicals, delivered right to your door at incredible prices. 20,000 American families are joining every month, and you should too. And now they've got the beef, pasture raised with no hormones, antibiotics, or mRNA ever, exclusively available only to their members. Like Costco or Sam's Club, you need to become a member. Go to GreatPatriotStore.com. Fill out the form and they'll contact you right away. And boom, you're a member. For a limited time, the annual membership is $1. Go to GreatPatriotStore.com. That's GreatPatriotStore.com.
Hi, I'm Joe, Supreme Leader of DCF Guns. What is DCF Guns, you ask? We're the best damn gun store and range in the universe. Do we have guns? We have all the guns. We got small guns. We got big guns. We even have beastly guns. We offer all types of training, and we have 5 ranges across our 3 locations. I'm a good shot. And of course, we have all types of ammo. We even have flamethrowers. Woo! We offer incredible membership opportunities, and members save even more on guns, ammo, and accessories. Military, both active and retired, and first responders get up to 40% off memberships. Come join the DCF family today, where we keep the range hot and the deals hotter.
It's hot. If someone told you that you could change your life, change your entire life in 88 days, would you do it? Would you believe it?
We're John and Chelsea Jubilee. What would you say if we told you you could reverse most any ailment or symptom
without painful exercises in just 88 days? We have created the only patent-pending intercellular hydration protocol.
Don't miss your opportunity to feel better. We know there's a lot of false hope out there, and many people have bought programs that work for a moment. But life's a lot longer than a moment. You need something that's sustainable, that will take care of you for a lifetime.
We have been helping people gain intercellular hydration for nearly 3 decades.
You will lose fat, not weight, fat, fast, including that killer visceral fat. Chronic dehydration is one of the root causes of many ailments and symptoms. We encourage you, go log on our website and look at these amazing testimonials.
Over and over again, we've heard our clients say it sounded too good to be true, but it worked for me.
I needed to reduce my arthritic pain, and I also had very, very high blood pressure that needed to normalize. And I'm pleased to say that I have absolutely no arthritic pain anymore, and my blood pressure is normal.
It was really cool to be able to get my life back. I didn't even think I'd cry talking about that.
I endorse the program wholeheartedly. It has led to improvements that I can't fully explain based on my medical knowledge as it was taught to me.
Ask your doctor about Energized Health. Don't miss your opportunity to transform your health now.
Go to the website below or scan the QR code to learn more.
Possible side effects may include increased joy, energy, potential reduction in prescriptions, more fulfilling relationships, fewer doctor visits, and overall improved quality of health and life.
In every thread, in every stitch, Honor-Bound USA weaves the fabric of the American spirit. It's not just apparel, it's a testament to God, family, and country. At Honor-Bound USA, we're a family of patriots who put our faith, family, and America first. When you visit our website, you'll find a line of products that embody our commitment to pray, stand, speak, and act.
As the official site for the Untamed podcast, all of our products proclaim speaking the truth with courage.
We also have the powerful documentary from Professor David Clements, Let My People Go. Identify yourself as one of the few who are willing to stand for what they believe in. Join the Honor-Bound USA family today. Wear it as a badge of honor, commitment to the values that shape us, and a pledge to the bright future we will build together. Because when you're honor-bound, you're not just wearing a brand, you're embodying a lifestyle.
Hi, this is Wayne Alaroot for ScoreBlue.com. If you're looking to get the best ED pill of all time, listen to this. It's a new little blue pill from the makers of Viagra, and it's better than the original Viagra. Plus, the cost is insanely low, just $5 per pill, rather than the $80 or $90 they charge for the original Viagra. And it's available exclusively from the #1 rated online ED service in the country, ScoreBlue.com. No one else has permission to sell it, only ScoreBlue.com. It turns out there are 2 kinds of generic Viagra: the cheap, lower-level, weak, and ineffective generic Viagra that you see sold everywhere online, and the authorized generic Viagra made by the same company that makes the real Viagra, made in the same factory with the same formula. It's the exact same everything except the price. So for the best Viagra in the world at the lowest price in history, go to ScoreBlue.com, enter promo code WAR, and get 20% off your first order. ScoreBlue.com. Now, the Root's on fire. I was just, my life is a lot of different things. I'm kind of diverse, and I'm a sports guy. Keith Hernandez is a friend of a friend. One of my best friends is Keith Hernandez's buddy, and we were just looking at his career stats to see if he belongs in the Hall of Fame. He should be there any day, I think. He's in the Mets Hall of Fame. He's in the St. Louis Cardinals Hall of Fame. Great batting average, great lifetime batting average, great doubles, great triples, great hits, but not great home runs. He wasn't a home run hitter. He was a line drive hitter, but a clutch hitter, and I think he won 2 World Series, one with the Cardinals, one with the Mets, and then the clincher is he won 11 Gold Gloves, including 9 in a row. One of the greatest fielding first basemen in the history of baseball. So, Keith, you do belong in the Hall of Fame. I think that should be the clincher. Hopefully he'll get there in the next few years. Good friend. I got quite a few. I hear nothing but good things about Keith Hernandez. Great guy. Lost Soldier Oil and Gas is the sponsor of this show. I hear nothing but good things about Lost Soldier. Second term of Trump, it's all about drill, baby, drill. And making America the energy capital of the world and energy independent. And I think this company stands a good chance of being the centerpiece of that. Trump's second term is also about the reindustrialization of America. And I think this company will be a big part of that, too, creating thousands of good, high-paying oil and gas jobs. Lost Soldier Oil and Gas has been founded by second-generation oil and gas legend Mark Bruner. And when I say second generation, that's because his father was a oil and gas legend and created many jobs and billions in shareholder value. And Mark's companies have created more than $15 billion in shareholder value. His company, Ultra Petroleum, one of the great home runs in the history of Wall Street, it went from 15 cents a share to $200 a share, and a $10,000 investment grew into $13 million over 9 years. Amazing. Lost Soldier is Mark's newest project. It took 40 years to piece together this 40,000-acre giant gas discovery field, surrounded by other gas discovery fields, and surrounded by infrastructure in the billions that's already been built to take the oil and to take the gas and pipe it to places like Southern California. Lost Soldier's giant gas discovery could become as big and as renowned as the Permian Basin. So this is the right time and right place to check it out. You want more information? If you're an accredited investor, would like to get involved and find out more about it, go to lostsoldier.com, lostsoldier.com, lostsoldier.com. They are a sponsor of this show, lostsoldier.com, looking for accredited investors. Tom Haviland is a retired Air Force major and a data analyst, and I have been on this topic like white on rice, as they say. No one's ever been in the history of radio and TV more on this topic on a mainstream show than Wayne Allen Root. The topic is the COVID vaccine. And Tom has found this data analyst, Tom, from the Air Force, has found new bombshell information about the COVID, as we call it, the clot shot, the COVID jab. And so Tom is with us. Tom Haviland, how are you? Welcome back.
Wayne, thanks for having me on the show again. Right here is what we're talking about. These are white fibrous clots, and embalmers with 20 or 30 years of experience have never seen these before until the last 4 or 5 years since the COVID virus and the COVID vaccines came around, primarily after the rollout of the vaccines. And it's a shocking thing, but I've got some more shocking news for you. In the latest survey that I did, it completed in December, 83% of the embalmers around the world are still seeing these white fibrous clots, Wayne, and they're seeing them in a shocking 27% of their corpses. One out of every 4 corpses has these clots in them, Wayne. And recently, Richard Hirschman and I, the embalmer from the movie Died Suddenly, he's been sending these clots all around the world to laboratories to study the clots, see what they're made of, how they're forming, and we've gotten some alarming information. It appears that the spike protein, both from the virus and the vaccine, are causing these white fibrous clots. And here's another one. This one's huge. This one's like 5.5 inches long and about 1/2 inch wide. But they're not only are they causing these clots, they're what's called amyloid protein, which is basically a misshaped or a misfolded protein. And they're a special type of amyloid protein called a prion, which is a infectious type. So basically, spike protein from the jabs is causing other perfectly good, healthy proteins to misfold as well. So this is causing a tremendous damage in the population. And I'd like to show the
Tom,
audience what we're talking
Tom,
about.
I'm just interrupting for a second to just say it doesn't shock me at all that it's still, that this is coming up in autopsies, because my understanding is these spike proteins never go away. They were supposed to go away in a few months, and they're in your body for life, and they're attacking your organs every second of every day. And so you're going to die 3 years from now, or 5 years from now, or 10 years from now, because these clot shots, the spike proteins and the prions, are attacking your body and attacking your immune system and attacking your organs. And so when you die, I don't care if it's 8 years after you had your last shot, you're going to find these disgusting, fibrous, long, clinky little slink. What do they call it? They used to call that thing a slinky that went down the stairs, a slinky. It's like having slinkies in your veins. So you're going to find these fibrous clots. And so it doesn't shock me. And don't forget, liberals, Tom, are morons, right? They're brainwashed Stepford-wide morons, and they don't believe any of this, and they keep getting new boosters. They're probably up to their 9th or 10th or 11th booster. So, of course, they're going to die, and, of course, you're going to find these clots, these slinkies in their body, right?
Well, they better start believing it, because I've been invited this June in a couple months to go speak to the Tennessee Funeral Directors Association. They're having their annual conference. They've asked me to come talk to them about the results of my surveys and about these white fibrous clots. They're getting scared, Wayne. We're into year 4 of this now. They know they're seeing them. They know it's not a hoax. And they're too concerned about what's causing these things. So this team of scientists that Richard Hirschman and I have been working with for the last year, they've been doing various tests on the clots. Tests to prove that they're what's called amyloid proteins, AMYLOID, which is a misfolded protein. And they've done that by doing tests like Congo red staining, thioflavin T staining, and then they actually expose it under UV light, and it lights up bright green if it contains misfolded proteins. It's amyloid, and they are indeed showing up as positive. But now we want to know if they're actually prionic in nature, if they actually are misfolded proteins that cause other perfectly good proteins to misfold as well. That's called a prion, P-R-I-O-N. So the samples of the clots have been sent to a neuroscientist in Japan. His name is Dr. Kevin McCarran, not to be confused with Dr. Kevin McKernan. He's the one that found the SV40 promoter sequence in the Pfizer vaccine. This is a different gentleman, a neuroscientist named Kevin McCarran. And he's been taking a look, and I want to show the audience here. Let me share screen a second. And I'll show them what normal fibrinogen looks like as compared to these white fibrous clots. Now, what we're seeing here is a slice of the white fibrous clot sample provided by embalmer Richard Hirschman to Dr. McCarran. He took it and he put it under a scanning electron microscope and at a magnification of 5,000 times its actual size. As you can see there, you see very disjointed, bent fibrinogen. This is fibrinogen, and you see nodules on it. It's all twisted. Let me show you what normal fibrinogen looks like. Normal fibrinogen looks like the slide on the left. That's a picture of human plasma. Fibrinogen, basically, it's like a spaghetti netting. It's a protein that's made by our liver. Everybody has it. It's in a liquid form in our plasma, and it converts into a solid white fibrin form, and it forms this net that then collects platelets and red blood cells that form a clot. Whenever you get a cut, you have a clot form, so you don't bleed out. Once the clot is, the cut is healed, then another protein called plasmin comes along and attaches to the fibrin and starts to break it down, and it breaks down and goes away, dissolves. So then your blood vessel is healthy again. Look at the thing on the right, though. That's human plasma with the spike protein from either the COVID virus or the COVID vaccine. Look how that looks.
Not good.
Yeah,
Not
and
good.
compare again to what it looked like in this picture here. Let me show you one more. That's at 5,000 magnification. This is what it looks like at 1,000 magnification. Wayne, can you see why it's almost impossible for our natural enzyme plasmin to break down any kind of clots where the spike protein has gotten to the fibrinogen and now it's all messed up and bent up?
Tom, I can see why so many people I've known since the year 2021 are dead, and so many people I've known since the year 2021 have had massive heart attacks and blood clots and all kinds of other horrible things happen to them, including an accountant I had at one point who got the COVID vaccine, a gal. She was like 32 years old. She got the COVID vaccine, and she immediately got herpes on her eyes, and the pain was so bad she was rushed to the hospital, and they put her in an induced coma. The drugs they gave her for the induced coma almost killed her, and she almost died. She pulled out of it, but she lost the sight in one eye and had 90% of the sight gone in the other, so she was basically blind. She lived the rest of her life blind, and she only lived another 2 years. She then got cancer, and she died. And she said to me at the very end, this is all from the vaccine. The vaccine killed me. I wish I never took the vaccine. We all know what's happening, Tom. You can see it every single day. Hey, listen, we got to run. I hear the music is on. Tom, anytime you get new information, contact me, wayneroot@gmail.com. We'll have you on again and again and again every time you got something new. But I know we need to urge the Donald Trump, my president, who I love, but on the vaccine we kind of differ. I'm against it, and he seems to still not want to say anything about it. But we want to urge the FDA and the CDC to conduct their own testing and also to do autopsies, and you will find the same horrible thing in everyone, terrible clots that killed him that came from the COVID spike proteins and the prions. All right, Tom, we got to run. Tom Haviland, retired Air Force major, data analyst. We appreciate everything you do. Good man. God bless you, Tom.
Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Wayne.
What would you say if we told you you could reverse most any ailment or symptom
without painful exercises in just 88 days? We have created the only patent-pending intercellular hydration protocol.
Don't miss your opportunity to feel better. We know there's a lot of false hope out there, and many people have bought programs that work for a moment, but life's a lot longer than a moment.
We have been helping people gain intercellular hydration for nearly 3 decades.
You will lose fat, not weight, fat. Fast, including that killer visceral fat. Chronic dehydration is one of the root causes of many ailments and symptoms. Ask your doctor about Energized Health. Don't miss your opportunity to transform your health now.
Go to the website below or scan the QR code to learn more.
Possible side effects may include increased joy, energy, potential reduction in prescriptions, more fulfilling relationships, fewer doctor visits, and overall improved quality of health and life.
Hi, I'm Joe, Supreme Leader of DCF Guns. What is DCF Guns, you ask? We're the best damn gun store and range in the universe. Do we have guns? We have all the guns. We got small guns. We got big guns. We even have beastly guns. We offer all types of training, and we have 5 ranges across our 3 locations. I'm a good shot. And of course, we have all types of ammo. We even have flamethrowers. Woo! We offer incredible membership opportunities, and members save even more on guns, ammo, and accessories. Military, both active and retired, and first responders get up to 40% off memberships. Come join the DCF family today, where we keep the range hot and the deals hotter. It's hot.
Hi, this is Wayne Root. If you're sick and tired of supporting woke companies, I have great news for you. You don't have to anymore. You can shop where my family shops at GreatPatriotStore.com. My team researched thousands of companies for my best-selling book, The Great Patriot Boycott Book, and one stood out above all, GreatPatriotStore.com. This is the answer to inflation. Hundreds of household products that you're already buying. Much higher quality, no toxic chemicals, delivered right to your door at incredible prices. 20,000 American families are joining every month, and you should too. And now they've got the beef, pasture-raised with no hormones, antibiotics, or mRNA ever, exclusively available only to their members. Like Costco or Sam's Club, you need to become a member. Go to GreatPatriotStore.com, fill out the form, and they'll contact you right away. And boom, you're a member. For a limited time, the annual membership is $1. Go to GreatPatriotStore.com. That's GreatPatriotStore.com.
In every thread, in every stitch, Honor-Bound USA weaves the fabric of the American spirit. It's not just apparel, it's a testament to God, family, and country. At Honor-Bound USA, we're a family of patriots who put our faith, family, and America first. When you visit our website, you'll find a line of products that embody our commitment to pray, stand, speak, and act.
As the official site for the Untamed podcast, all of our products proclaim speaking the truth with courage.
We also have the powerful documentary from Professor David Clements, Let My People Go. Identify yourself as one of the few who are willing to stand for what they believe in. Join the Honor-Bound USA family today. Wear it as a badge of honor, commitment to the values that shape us, and a pledge to the bright future we will build together. Because when you're honor-bound, you're not just wearing a brand, you're embodying a lifestyle.
Hi, I'm Wayne Allen from Vertical Research Advisory, VRA, Kip Herridge's one-of-a-kind global investment and economic newsletter. Listen up! Trump is in charge. The glory days are here.
Growth rates are only going to grow from here.
This is your 4-year window to make a fortune and set up your retirement for the rest of your life. Kip wins whether the markets are up or down, whether the economy is up or down.
We set our folks up for long-term success.
For 21 years, Kip's been a friend, as well as my personal financial advisor. During that time, he's beaten the markets 86% of the time, while the average Wall Street money manager loses to the market 90% of the time. Now Kip is predicting a new golden age for the economy. Let Kip prove it to you for free. Kip's offering his daily VRA investment letter completely free for 2 weeks. Free for 2 weeks. Try it for 2 weeks. I know you'll stay for life. Join now at VRAinsider.com. Earlier in the show, I mentioned Advantage Gold is a sponsor of the show, and I didn't have the sheet in front of me. So I want to mention, give them a little bit of love now. Advantage Gold is the best gold company in the country. They've won 9 years in a row, #1 customer service in the entire precious metals industry. 9 years in a row, according to TrustLink. And they've now got a free gold guide just for my listeners and my viewers and my fans, so you can understand how to own real physical gold before it's too late. Text ROOT to 85545. Text ROOT to 85545 to claim your free gold guide. It costs nothing. No risk, no cost, no expense, no nothing. No need to buy anything, nothing attached to it. Just get a free gold guide. Text ROOT to 85545. It's my last name. It's how you know you're calling from my show, and therefore you get the free guide. ROOT to 85545. Take action now. The world is in crisis. Anybody can see that. Lots and lots of problems. And while President Trump's doing a great job, I think the greatest job of any president maybe in history, certainly in my lifetime, he's under attack from so many directions, from the George Soros of the world, the Stacey Abrams of the world, the Jerome Powell, the Fed chief, from all the judges, judge after judge after judge. Every Obama judge is trying to stop this administration. All right, it's the last segment. On the last segment of Friday, I like to go over my top 10 for tomorrow. You know, you'll see the whole show in its entirety at noon tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, right after Steve Bannon's War Room on Real America's Voice TV. But I like to give you a little kind of a Cliff Notes preview. So my number 10 biggest story was poll numbers for the mainstream media that you won't hear in any, poll numbers, latest polling you will not hear in any mainstream media. You can only get them on my show. Really amazing poll numbers for President Trump, even after all this, day and night coverage of how terrible the tariffs are. Trump is still the most popular he's ever been. Number 9 is a few tariff stories that you will not hear in the mainstream media, only on Wayne Root's show. Number 8, deport George Soros and ban him from ever stepping foot in the United States again. And I give you all the reasons why he is behind everything horrible, terrible, awful, radical, and communist in this country. Number 7, Soros isn't the only person that is trying to destroy Trump. How about Fed Chief Jerome Powell? And I go over all the terrible things Jerome Powell's trying to do. He is deep state. He is DC swamp. He is bad news. He is protecting the world order. Countdown number 6. We're being attacked by the far left judges, and I give you all the stories just in the past week of far left judges trying to stop Trump's agenda. This is the coup that they thought, that they claimed January 6th, 2021 was. Number 5, Speaking of domestic enemies, Letitia James. Oh, do I hate that woman. Letitia James, the Attorney General of New York, who now is under suspicion and soon to be, I hope, under indictment by the Trump administration, by the DOJ, for mortgage fraud. Again, you're innocent till you're found guilty. And I don't know anything about this story other than what I've read, but it appears she got all her mortgages by lying and claiming her father was her husband, and the father co-signed the loans. He had the money. She claimed that it was a principal residence when it wasn't. We all know that game. That's fraud. You go to jail for that. You can't call something your principal residence to get a better property tax bill or a better mortgage bill or a better insurance bill. And it's the perfect karma because she went after Trump and claimed he did things like this that he didn't do, but she did them. So good luck in prison, Letitia James. You and Stacey Abrams. The question is there enough fabric in all of China to make your prison outfits? Countdown number 4. My commentary about 3 simple, easy steps President Trump can take regarding the COVID vaccine. You know, remember, he's not on my side. He's not someone who believes the COVID vaccine is terrible and horrible and is killing millions of people and it's mass murder and it's crimes against humanity. He still believes there's some good to the COVID vaccine. But I come up with 3 simple, easy, moderate things that he can say and do with executive orders that will make everyone on our side happy, but not be radical, not be extreme, not be controversial. And I read you that commentary in number 4. Number 3 is the Carmelo Anthony story, the black young man who allegedly murdered, stabbed in the heart, the young white man, Austin Metcalf. And I tell you that story, it is heartbreaking. And boy, does this kid's family have no shame. He allegedly murdered someone, and they're bad-mouthing the family and the kid who got murdered. And he just got swatted. The family of the kid who got murdered got swatted. Countdown number 2 is a story about open borders, many stories about open borders and the stupidity of Democrats. But the greatest one is this Democrat governor of New Mexico who had to call out the National Guard in Albuquerque because it's overrun by the Mexican drug cartel. And countdown number 1 is, of course, the week's big story. The El Salvadorian illegal alien who's been deported to El Salvador. That's where he belongs. That's where he's from. He's MS-13. He's got it tattooed on his hand. And the liberals want to bring him back. It's incredible and outrageous. Watch my show tomorrow. We'll go into detail on all of that. Sponsor of the show, Happy Zen. Some people searching for ways to relax and feel calm. They drink alcohol. They might smoke. They might smoke pot. They might eat an edible. Here's a natural way to provide relief from mental fatigue. All-natural blend of high-potency herbs and minerals that relax you. You can get a free bottle with your order. Find a new natural anxiety relief formula from the MAGA Vitamin Company with Happy Zen. Go to MAGAVitamin.com. That's MAGAVitamin.com. MAGAVitamin.com. I'm Wayne Allen Root. This is The Root Reaction. Have a great weekend. God bless you. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.